O dabar išpildom 3 karaliaus norus. Prenumeruojam, sekam ir spaudžiam patinka.
Žiūrėsim šitą moterį ir jinai pasakos, kas yra Swell Entertainment. Aš nesu girdėjęs ir matęs nieko apie šitą kanalą. Bet žiūrėsim šitą moterį ir jinai papasakos, kaip brands are stealing from creators. Ką čia gali būti? Tai aš asiūminu, kad brandai voks tam tikrą kontentą ir perkurs savo reklamos tipams. Girdėjau, kad oi, taip. Tu teisingai girdėjai. Tu atėjai į teisingą vietą. Mes čia labai mylim moteris. Ypač aš taip myliu moteris. Dievinu moteris. Ir žiūrim.
I feel like the creator economy has existed for long enough. I shouldn't have to keep reminding you to pay creators for their work. That's it. That's my intro. Hi, I'm Amanda. You're watching Soul Entertainment, and today we are talking about mining. I feel like the creator economy for their work. That's it. That's my intro.
That's a good fucking intro. Dar kartą.
For their work. That's it. That's my intro.
It's so bad it's good. Čia man yra šitaip. It's so fucking bad it's good. I love it. Man patinka toks. Kai būna tiek fucking bad, it tampa good. Gerai. Sorry, man patiko.
Hi, I'm Amanda. You're watching Soul Entertainment, and today we are talking about the same thing I have to talk about. I feel like it feels like once a month I have to talk about this. Brands not compensating people for their work. And I'm not talking about just like not paying them enough money.
Instagram
I'm talking about actively not paying them or stealing from them and then not paying, and then now there's a lawsuit because that's happening. But first, let me tell you about a brand that does pay creators. Let me tell you about the sponsor I'm partnering with for today's video.
Nope!
Provide good to you.
Jinai vibratorius reklamavo?
Vibrators available in your Thank you.
Žinau auditoriją savo.
If I post it to YouTube, if I upload it, I still own that video. If you are a brand, and
Okay.
I'm a content creator.
Okay.
I make content. What you're watching, this is my content. I own this. Even if I post it to YouTube, if I upload it, I still own that video. If you are a brand and you take my likeness.
Aš žiūrėsiu tavo video, tada įdėsiu YouTube, you can't stop me, ir net neduosiu jokio tau kredito.
Or my footage. I have the ability to sue you for infringing on my property of the copyright of my content. Unless I sign away a licensing deal with you, whether for a brand deal or a model contract or whatever. If I don't do that, I still own me. I still own my content. If you're a YouTuber and you use clips from my videos, we're fine. Credit me. That's all I ask, okay? I'm not going to go around and copyright claim unless you have straight up uploaded my entire video, which has happened. I have had to do that. A lot of B-roll gets used for my stuff. News stories do it as well. I don't sue them because at the end of the day, they make more money than me. I'm not going to win that lawsuit. Lawsuits are expensive. And so I feel like that's why a lot of these brands and news organizations and the like feel like they can get away with doing things like this, because regardless of who owns the copyright, the lawsuit process, whether you settle, regardless, it's an expensive process.
True.
And a lot of creators, especially small creators, cannot afford the lawyer fees to go into even just getting that process started.
Čia turbūt vienas turbūt šudiniausių dalykų pasaulyje, blėt. Šalyse. Kaip brangiai kainuoja apginti save teisme. Ir man tas niekad nebuvo logiška. Suprantu, advokatai, viską, bet blėt, kad tave gali tiesiog, tu net negali eiti į teismą, tu net negali gintis realiai, tu bankrutuosi, tau žopa bus. Ir tas man niekad kažkaip netrodė teisinga ar sąžininga. Ir dar net nekalbant apie tos slap lawsuitus, kur tas korporacijos padaro kažkaip švaistyti pinigus, realiai. Bet jo, tas visą laiką buvo tiesiog brutal.
Which is why I think that brands are realizing that, and they are continuing to do this. Something that's been happening a lot recently, especially with Ace Fest, is another YouTuber, I believe it was Spill Sesh. She included some of my footage in her video, which is fine. I believe she credited me. But then because of that video, these journalists that are talking about Ace Fest are crediting my footage as hers because they got it from her video because they didn't do the bare minimum of research. Which, like, whatever. I live, I move on. At that point, you're just bad at your job. There are journalists that are very respectful of the creator economy and creators in general. And there are journalists who are like, let's point at the internet people and laugh, you know? And it's like, there is a line I've met both. My point is that I own my content. A creator owns their content. Even if you are not identifying as a content creator, posts you put out there, your Instagram photos, the like, you own your likeness, and either you took the photo or whoever took the photo, the photographer, owns that image. They don't.
Pala, Ace Family, tie, kur teismuose bus štampyti ir cancelinti, nes ten... Pala, ar aš maišau, ar Ace Family tie, kur... Ble, ar aš maišau. Tie patys, jo? Jo, Austin Magrum, jo, tie patys. Ui, ble, kiek aš apie juos girdėjau, ten visokių dramų ir mačiau visokių dramų. Bet, I guess, neseku aš dabar jau nieko.
Don't own your likeness, but they own that image. That's their image. They took it. And that doesn't change whether you are an influencer or not. There is the whole public persons thing. A lot of famous people don't even have like the rights to privacy in the same way, is my understanding. I don't think that's right, but that's why paparazzi exists. I don't like the belief that TikTok is trying to spread right now that like every single paparazzi image that exists is like a paid for advertisement. Every celebrity that's been captured by paparazzi is like paying for them to be there. I just personally think that that's just blatantly a misrepresentation of the facts and just blatantly untrue. There are absolutely celebrities who orchestrate paparazzi shots. However, to say that that's all celebrities is just not fair, I think, and I think harmful in the long term. Like,
Gerai, jinai smarkiai per ilgai pasako ir neprieina prie esmės. O tu gali papasakoti tada, brands are stealing from creators. Kur? Kas? Pavyzdį? Konkrečiai. Labas, Erika. Nes, ble, jau 4 minutės, atmetus reklamos ten intro, pasakoja, kaip tau priklauso kontentas ir iš tavęs vagia, bet tušti žodžiai, reikia prie esmės, galima prieiti. Damn.
Like I said, even though it's someone else's likeness, the paparazzi who took those photos, they own those photos. And so that's where you see people like Emily Ratajkowski and Gigi Hadid and the like being sued for posting their paparazzi shots onto Instagram. I wanted to bring up the whole public persons bit of this because I think some people are trying to say that like once you're a creator, you are automatically a public person. I don't know how true that is. Images that we're going to be talking about, I believe, were taken from both of these persons' Instagrams, and that does not automatically make them a public person. I wanted to bring up the paparazzi and celebrity thing because I think it demonstrates, the owning yourself versus owning the image. You want to do a brand deal and be featured on my channel.
Dėl šito daug nežinau, čia pagal šalies įstatymus turbūt bus.
Take that brand deal or even have me do something separate that you then use in advertisements that you're going to promote on TikTok or YouTube or other media and use my likeness in that. That is a different fee. That's a different usage right. It's one thing for me to promote you. It's another thing for me to quite literally be used to endorse your product, in my opinion. And also for my face to, like, the potential clicks you're going to get from my face on the ad, whether it's from me or not, I think there's more value in that. And so that's a different price. I personally don't allow in perpetuity unless you are shilling out cash, which no one does. It's my understanding that a lot of people in the creator economy, especially brands that I've discussed, they want to cast the widest net possible. And so for them, it makes more sense for them to work with a bunch of creators versus doing one creator and giving them a shit ton of money. And so sometimes it doesn't matter because a creator is so large, they are reaching a shit ton of people that they would still be reaching with the swath of people, but with a more targeted net traffic. So I follow the account, and I'm also a member of FYPM or Q Pay Me, and it is a platform for creators by creators, and it's basically designed to anonymously talk about brands that you've worked with, so that people have a better understanding of the brands that are making them offers, who they're reaching out to, if this brand is not going to pay them. I think sites like these are good because so much of this industry is still like hush hush. It's very weird. I've made it clear to pretty much everyone that I'm mutuals with that's another creator that if you have any questions about brands or anything like that, you can reach out to me. I've had some great interactions with brands, and I've had some bad ones. It's just kind of how the cookie crumbles. If you work with enough people, you're going to get a mixed bag. I think that it's only beneficial to creators, both new creators and established established creators to be vocal with each other and discuss things with each other about brands, what we're charging, what they're asking for, if there are new trends we are seeing. Something that I've been told that a lot of marketing agencies, which are usually the middleman between creators and brands or management for creators and brands, is they are trying to put in a stipulation. The agency doesn't get paid, then the creator will not get paid. And they are trying to slip that in like, agency payout first before you get paid. Companies are filing for bankruptcy. Earnings reports are going down. We are in or are going to get into a recession, transition, whatever you want to call it. Things aren't looking great. They're basically trying to cover themselves with your money, but it doesn't matter because you, the creator, already did your part. You should get paid for the work that you did, whether you have to go through the brand themselves or the marketing agency. You should get paid for the work that you did. Because I follow Fuck You Pay Me, I saw that they shared a post from Robert Frund Law. Now, Robert, based in Los Angeles, he is a lawyer and advisor for brands, agencies, and creators. And this is something that I'm seeing a lot of, actually, is people in the entertainment industry who are entertainment lawyers focusing solely on creators, not just for like, you're a creator and you want to get into acting, I'll be your lawyer for your acting stuff. They're specifically working with creators right now, which I mean, I think that's smart. There's different elements of this industry that I think you can get into. I mean, I think creators, there's a lot of potential lawsuits there. You can make good money. So he posted, influencer sues brand partner for using image from her IG. And then this is...
Nu, čia ta prasme, okay, čia actually insane, kai tipo, čia, I guess, paėmė fotkę tiesiog. I can't fucking do that. The fuck?
The caption. This case is a great reminder for brands and influencers about usage rights and the importance of understanding creator agreements. A model and creator is suing a beauty brand she partnered with in federal court for false endorsement and misappropriation of likeness. Under the influencer agreement, the creator agreed to post one photo and one video to Instagram and granted the brand right to that content only. Later, she discovered that the brand used another image, shown above, taken from her IG account and used the image to promote that brand in stores across the US. Because she did not grant the brand usage rights to that image or likeness more broadly, she sent a demand letter to the brand seeking $40,000 in additional compensation. When the brand ignored the demand letter, never a good idea, she filed this lawsuit. The brand has until August 22nd to respond. Brands often mistakenly assume that because they engage a creator for one campaign, they can use that creator's images and likeness however they want. That's not true, unless the agreement covers such usages. Here are just a few issues that you want to consider as you, preferably through your legal team, draft your agreement.
Turbūt va tas ir yra, nes man pirma mintis buvo, jeigu, nu, čia kontraktą kokį pasirašė, jeigu tu pasirašai vieną fotkę ir viskas, tipo jo, bet, blet, tie brandai yra mandri. Vis kontraktai ten, kur pasirašai, ten su Riotu, kur pasirašinėjau kažkada, kai žaidžiau ten ir panašiai. Jie apgalvoja viską, realiai viskas priklauso. Jie gali tavo balsą, nu, fotkę, bet ką naudoti realiai. Tu tampi vos net ten jų veidų. Tai čia jo labai priklausys, su kuo pasirašė, bet čia jo pasirašė vienai fotkai, vienam video, kad įkels, o jie tada paėmė pist random fotkę. Nu, čia jau naglumas, tai nu nahui.
I believe this is directly for the brands, but this could also be for yourself as a creator. These are things that I think are important to know. It's the not fun side of the industry. It's the business side of the industry. Some people get more out of it than others. I always think it's important to know what's going on in the industry. And this lawsuit, I mean, I'm rooting for the creator because especially, we're going to talk about this in a second, they had to dig for that photo. They had to dig. Who owns the right to the content? How is the influencer being paid and when? What publicity rights are being transferred? Is there an exclusivity clause and is everyone okay with the scope? Does the brand get to approve the content before it goes live? Where will you resolve disputes and what law will apply? How do you terminate the agreement and what happens when you do? Thinking through all these issues in advance will save you time and money down.
Who owns the rights to the content? O jeigu tu parduodi teisės, tu jų nebeturi savo fotkai, pavyzdžiui, kokia jeigu parduodi, nu jo, techniškai nebeturi perduodi jam, nu, įmonį. Where can the content be used and for how long? Kaip sumoka, okay. What publicity rights are being transferred? Exclusivity cost, tai ar tik tais vienam bizniui galėsi parduoti tą fotką, tipo? I guess, yra daug niuansų gali būti,
on the road. Personally, Robert, if you see this. Obviously, I'm assuming someone else took this image and the image is being used in the lawsuit. We're going to talk about that in a second. But you're talking about them using her image, her likeness, not crediting her, not paying her, and yet you are talking about it on your account and her name isn't even on the image or in the post itself. She's not tagged in any capacity. I don't know, Robert, I think you should have tagged her at the very least. You're talking about her lawsuit. I mean, it's public record, the lawsuit itself, so that's why we're going to talk about it. The image shows the brand name. It's Creole Essence, I believe. Because I had the brand name, I was able to find the lawsuit. This is from unicourt.com. Once the lawsuit's filed, it's then public record. So, Boykin versus Creole Essence Inc. Case summary on 6/22/2022. Boykin filed an intellectual property trademark lawsuit against Creole Essence Inc. This case was filed in U.S. District Courts, Georgia Northern District Court. And it's my understanding that they have until the 22nd of this month, so Monday, after I'm recording this. This video ended up coming out way later than I initially planned. As far as I can tell, publicly, nothing has been added to the case or any updates have been made since August 4th. The brand initially filed the extension, so they had until August 22nd to respond, but as far as I can tell, the case still shows as pending. I found Madeline's account. The deal that she did was in...
Ble, jinai tik 21 000 followerių turi. Nu, tai nėra mažai, bet tipo, ir jos jau image, o gal, blet, kaip tik galvoja čia tokia maža, ką jinai, tipo, kreipsis kažkur. Nes ar tu voktum tokį paveiksliuką, žinai, iš Kim Kardashian, tipo. Ar būtum toks naglas su belenkokiu, žinai, kur turi milijonus followerių. Kadangi čia mažai followerių, turbūt galvojat, pohui, I guess. Galim prašlysti, pasirašė kontraktą vienai fotkai, paimsim kitą, pohui. Damn.
2019, she agreed to the one post, one video. She did her post, and then they pulled a different photo from her Instagram. Now, the image that they used was used to advertise Haitian Black Castor Oil Scalp Care Shampoo, and it's a photo of her, and it's very clearly her. So the image is pretty distinct. I'm gonna go through her Instagram, and I kept going, to the point that I was like, did she delete the image as part of the lawsuit? She did not. No, the image was posted in 2015. It's extremely rare I step back in front of the camera, but my friend Blake Ballard knows what to do with freckles, so I did. Very beautiful photo, and it's definitely the same image that's used on the advertisement. Regardless of 2019 or 2022, regardless of when that brand deal, going back to 2015 to take another image is fascinating. I don't know how the brand will respond, had a brand deal contract with them, and that's why she is suing and not the photographer, especially if this image was taken from her Instagram. That could be why that she is suing and not the photographer, because technically the photographer would own the image, and then, obviously giving support for, yes, you can post my image that I took of you to your Instagram. We took these photos for your Instagram, that type of thing, or your portfolio. I mean, the only way that I think the brand could potentially respond is if they got permission from the...
Ble, iš tikro. Nusifotkini su draugeliu kokiu nors ir tau priklauso fotkė. Nufotkini kokį, draugą savo ar draugę ir tau priklauso fotkė. Ir tada, jeigu tu įdedi jo belenkur, tavęs negali į teismą paduoti, nes tau priklauso fotkė, tu fotkini. Jeigu nenorėjai, tu turėjai nesifotkint, I guess. I don't know.
The photographer to use the image, which...
Imagine.
I don't know if they would or not, and I don't think that Madeline wouldn't know. I'll have her stuff linked down below. Give her a follow. Like, when someone's Instagram is just like all wins? Like, she has some great photos on her account. The other one I'm talking about, because literally as I was researching Madeline's case, I heard about this through TikTok. So this was brought to my For You page by Creepy Caitlin, and that's her name. I'm not calling her creepy. That's literally her name.
Some brand just stole photos of me, printed them on t-shirts, and put them up for sale without my permission.
Ką reiškia tas ikonėlė? A brand stole images of me and refused to answer. Spicy images. Turbūt tą turi omeny. Okay.
Without permission from the photographer, and I genuinely just feel so violated on so many levels. I reached out to them. That's the t-shirt.
Black Ceiling. Hi, this is me and I didn't give permission for this and neither did the photographer. You need to compensate us for our work and take it down. This is not okay.
With my image. Here it is on Facebook. I've literally reached out to them on 2 forums of social media. No response. They won't take it down. This was for my 28th birthday. I wanted to remember being hot and spooky in my 20s, and I posed, doing pulp pinup stuff. Now some pervy brand with thousands and thousands of followers is profiting off of my body. Not only that, the photographer is one of the most talented, hardworking, creative people I've ever met. They also deserve to have their work compensated more than anyone in this situation. This brand needs to know that this is not okay.
So a brand stole images
Interesting,
of her
čia jau
where
iš
she
viso
is
drąsiai.
essentially topless, but she's covering her breasts. The brand took those images, put them on a t-shirt, and started selling the t-shirt. She said she reached out to them and said, I did not give you permission for this. These are my images.
Jo, čia grinai piktavalius toks. Jie galvoja, kad visų pirma nepamatys. Jeigu ir pamatys, kas iš to, tipo paduos į teismą. Ne, normalus žmonės nepaduos į teismą, tipo nes brangu. Čia rimtai yra, tiesiog visiškai naglumas, nežinai, kad tau ten nieko greičiausiai nebus. Jesus.
The account was then put on private, which I tried to, let's see if I can get in. I think I still, they got rid of my request, so. Does my reputation precede me? Do you know who I am? Their website is also currently down for maintenance, so I'm assuming it's all has to do with it. But it was the brand Black Ceiling, esoteric flea market, Polly Coffin, music, sound, clothing brand, Survive. They were selling through a big cartel. This is the nature of this all. I will not be sharing the images on the screen here from her photo shoot, but I will be linking all of her accounts below. I really thought the photo shoot was really well done. I thought it was beautiful and super cool and creepy. I loved it. I kind of want to do that. I'm turning 25 soon, so I'm like, I kind of want to do a sexy, spooky photo shoot. That'd be fun. But she posted these messages that she sent to the brand. Hi, this is me, and I didn't give permission for this, and neither did the photographer. You need to compensate us for our work and take it down. This is not okay. So some people were saying like, oh, if this is a private photo shoot, why did you post it on Instagram? I have bikini photos on my Instagram. That's a private photo that I posted publicly. But that doesn't mean that you publicly have the right to profit off of my image. It's one thing to post something of your own volition. It's another thing for someone else to profit off of your image without your consent in any capacity. That is two different things. I hate where people are like, oh, you won't send me nudes, or you're pissed about someone posting your nudes, but yet you have OnlyFans and things like that. Not that I have OnlyFans, but in general, when adult content creators get upset about their images being used publicly or shared publicly, people are like, you post your stuff on OnlyFans anyway, so why does it matter? Yeah, their consent, their control, their image, their profit. What part of that says you get to then repost the image somewhere else? That's not. Oh wow, they won't bump into each other because they're not the same fucking thing. The brands on private, Bit Cartel is down for maintenance. I'm assuming people are reporting them. She got a complaint on her account on TikTok. She believes it's from the brand.
Account has been reported, presumably by the brand. This is just say sorry. That's all we ever wanted. Like, just
I don't know, turi 15 filtrų
art.
čia.
I believe she mentioned that the photographer themselves is actually filing a complaint against the brand. You do see the image from Black Ceiling of her with she's got red hair, she's topless, she's black gloves on, she's covering her chest like this. If you see that image, don't buy it. Just don't fucking buy it.
Internetas tai viskas bus išlykinta, nesvarbu kas ar fotos ar game. Kad čia ne apie lykinimą kalba. Funkazaro, tai visiškai nesigaudė, apie ką čia kalba. Čia ne apie lykinimą kalba. Čia nieko šitoj temai nėra apie lykinimą. Ar tu esi gavęs leidimą šitą paveikslą naudot kur background'e? Ne, bet jis neturi copyright, man atrodo, aš kai ieškojau, aš googlinau, kuris čia yra tas Cyberpunk, aš googlinau copyright free tipo images, actually. Be sutikimo paposno, same shit, nėra same shit, čia nieko nenulykino, nebe sutikimo paposno, čia paėmė imidžą, uždėjo ant maikės ir prekiauja maikės. Tai yra komerciniam tikslam naudoja random žmogaus fotkę. Čia yra labai skirtingas dalykas, negu kad kažkas nulykino kažką, ar be sutikimo papaustino kažkur. Čia yra labai myliom skirtingas dalykas.
buy it. It's not theirs to profit from.
Gave the brand ample time to respond to us. He refused to and blocked us on everything. So a cease and desist has been sent. I also want to say that thanks to all
Gerai, ar čia jos makiažas, ar čia 5 filtrai? Doesn't even look like a human being, Jesus.
your support and help, cease and desist has been sent.
Both? Chew.
I also want to say that thanks to all
Jesus
your support
Christ,
and help,
stop.
we were able to have everything removed. The site is down, their Instagram is down, it's all gone.
Man iš viso, aš nežinau, ar man vaidenas, atrodo, kad jis visas veidas tarsi dreba, biškai juda viskas. Atrodo grinai taip, Jesus.
Found out through you all that this is actually not a brand, it's a guy. Like, it's just like a one guy. We're pursuing this matter privately going forward. Thank you again for all your support. Like, seriously, I was really stressed out about the situation, and now I'm just really thankful.
And again, for someone to say, oh, she's giving consent by posting it publicly, the photographer still owns that image. She still owns her likeness. The brands do not have the legal ability to profit off of that. It's not legal. They can't do that. It's not allowed. Robert posted something else recently, which I thought was interesting, which I didn't know about this, but it's something that, you know, when I was a smaller creator, I would have seen and be like, oh my God, this is the greatest thing. But this, with the rise in micro-influencers, I think it's a good thing to talk about this, because a lot of micro-influencers and a lot of brands lately, they do this whole thing where if you tag the brand, you get sent a discount code. One of the bikini photos I mentioned, Black Bow Swim, or Black Bow, I don't know how to say it. Black Bow? Black Bow. I'm dyslexic. Anyways, I took a photo in that suit while I was in Catalina. I looked hot as hell. So good. I looked...
If you say so.
Do you want to see it? I look fucking hot. I look so good. I took other images and other bathing suits, and I haven't posted those. I don't know what to do with those yet, but I look fucking cute. Because I tagged them, I ended up getting an email to my inbox saying that I got 25...
100% panom kuriamas kontentas čia iš tokių replikų, Jesus fucking Christ, kaip annoying man, aš nežinau, ar visiems bernam tas yra annoying, kai panas nusifotkina ir šitaip apie save, have fun, bet dieve kaip annoying, aš nežinau, man visą laiką buvo annoying, I look so good, I look so cute, čia ganai kaip panos viena kita tiesiog giria aklai, nesvarbu, net patinka, nepatinka, jo, go queen, čia toks vibas ir I fucking hate it, but whatever.
5% off my next order from tagging them. I didn't even know that was a thing. I was just like, I should tag the brand because people were asking me where I got the swimsuit, so I tagged the brand. That's it. However, Robert Friend Law, like I said, he posted a infographic slide thingy. How reposts get brands in trouble. I know a lot of creators, especially smaller creators, who see being reposted by the brands that they tagged as like a win.
Niekas kitas nepasakys to taip.
Because you're getting put in front of new people. Tagging a creator is not enough. The law treats content.
Įdomu, ar egzistavo ir ar egzistuos pasaulyje moteris, kuri nėra gavus komplimento kažkokio apie kažką, apie ar išvaizdą, ar savybę kokią, ar nu, čia, blet, yra tas senas kažkoks posakis, nežinau, ar čia posakis, ar mimas, ar kas, bet, tipo, moteris gauna tiek daug komplimentų, kad, tipo, nu, it's not even a joke, tipo. Bet vyras išgirdęs ten komplimentą, nu, didžioji dauguma vyrų išgirdę komplimentą, ten jį prisimins vos ne visą gyvenimą, arba ten 10 metų, nes tipo, tai antiek retas dalykas būna.
Content a brand post to its own page that is related to the brand's products, including reposts, stories, and customer reviews as the brand's advertising. I didn't know that. That's good to know. That means the same laws that apply to a brand's original advertising campaign.
Aš tai esu profesionalas gaut komplimentą iš moterų ir visiškai praignoruot, na. Man, arba ne tik praignoruot, netikėti jom. Va čia yra mano dalykas. Aš esu labai geras tame. Apie mane kartais pasako tokių gerų dalykų, kai kurios ar draugas, ar kažką. Aš esu, I don't fucking believe you. Aš tiesiog netikiu tavim. Ir mano smegenys net neužfiksuoja to. Tai what the fuck do I do, blet? Man atrodo, kiekvienas gaus komplimentų praėjus po construction workers. Aš turbūt negaučiau sen.
It's also applied to Instagram reposts, even if there is no ad spend. So meaning I was not paid for the image, but my image is now on that account, which my image is not on Black Bow Swim. I want to make that clear. Or I don't think it is. It's not. I'm hot, but I'm not that hot, you know? So I'm not on their account. So if you find a post where someone's
Nice one.
wearing your brand's clothes and you post it to your brand's page, it is not enough to simply tag the user in your repost. That's because you violate a creator's publicity rights if you
Gerai, dar pasidalinsiu kitą versą apie tos komplimentus. Viena draugė. Blet, pala. Man reikia mintį papasakoti šitą istoriją, kad aš žinočiau, ar aš ją galiu pasakoti ar ne. Turiu praeiti filtrą. Gaičiu nieko blogo. Reikia labai rinktis. Viena draugė, kalbant apie komplimentus, jinai išsiaiškim šitaip, tokia palaidesnio elgesio draugė tokia. Ir taip gavos, kad vieną vakarą jin čia buvo pas mane, nežinau, net nepamenu, ką veikia, nes tai nesvarbu. Bet esmė, kad jinai norėjo, kaip čia, jo, labai keistas skamba, bet jinai norėjo mane nusitemti lovą, I guess, šitaip jinai norėjo, žodžiu, permiegot. Ir jinai turėjo vieną komplimentą, pasakė. Vieną. Ir jis, aišku, labai gerai suveikė. Ir aš paskui daug laiko galvojau, jinai tikrai ne pirmą kartą, jin profesionalė, blet. Jinai žinojo, ką darė. Labai gerai žinojo, ką darė. Jo, tipo, plašk. Kokią čia temą noriu pasakyti? Jo, kad komplimentai, tipo. Tai jie tikrai gali daug pasiekti, tipo. Iš tikrųjų, kaip pagalvoju. Gerai pasakytas komplimentas geroj vietoj gali labai daug padaryti. Į abi pusės obviously. Turbūt ekstra vyrams sakomi. Turbūt ekstra, nes tikrai, vyrai gan mažai komplimentų gauna. Čia daug man nusipelnė, aišku, bet ypač tie, kur ten geria, žinai, ir savo žmonas muša, tai jo, gal nesakyti komplimentų jiems, bet tipo, jo, man atrodo, didžioji dauguma vyrų mažai komplimentų gaus. Jūs čia, aišku, labai griežtai vertinat, bet paliksiu jums tą. Nepamirškit, kad mes šitam stream'e mylim moteris, gerai. Čia gal skaičiukais nevertinam taip jau žiauriai.
Use their likeness in your advertising without securing their permission beforehand. And I have had that happen where I have taken an image or I've tagged a brand or a company or a place and someone messages me, hey, can we put this on our account? I have had that happen before. Everyone, not just models and celebrities, has the right to commercially exploit their own image and likeness, even in images that have already been made public. Exactly what I said about Caitlyn's posts. You also need to consider who owns the copyright in the image you are reposting. Photographer, the person who took the photo, etc. The person who creates an image, e.g. by taking a photo, automatically owns the rights to that image. I believe there was the whole, oh God, can I put up the monkey? Oh, we're going to talk about the monkey lawsuit. The monkey usage rights in a second. Hold on. So if the creator's friend took the picture, they own the copyright by default, and you want to be sure to have the photographer's written permission to repost the image. Remember, tagging and giving photo credit is courteous, but it's not enough. We're talking about the monkey lawsuit. I remember when this happened. I think I was in high school.
Monkey lawsuit.
Monkey does not own selfie copyright, appeal court says. This is a whole discussion though. Why is this not a bigger deal? Naruto, this is Naruto. Naruto, a crested macaque. Naruto, a crested macaque in Indonesia has no...
Kaip tarėsi? Pronounced mukak. Makak. Čia bus tariama kaip makak, tipo makak. Plėt anglais su savo. Makaka, yo, pretty much.
Naruto, a crested macaque in Indonesia, has no rights to the adorable selfies he took on a nature photographer's camera, according to the U.S. Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. The court upheld the lower court's previous ruling, which said, basically, that animals can't file copyright infringement suits. In 2011, Naruto, then 7 years old, snapped several photos of himself with a camera belonging to photographer David John Slater, who was on assignment in Indonesia. Slater included Naruto's photos in a book he published. 2015 lawsuit. People for the ethical treatment of animals. PETA's at it again. Sued Slater and self-publishing company Blurb on Naruto's behalf in 2013. 15.
Prisimenu
The group
šitą.
argued that publishing and selling the
Nežinau,
photographs that the
kuom
monkey
baigės.
took infringed on Naruto's rights under the Copyright Act. Defendants argued that as a monkey, Naruto could not own a copyright. January 2016, provisional rule. District Judge William Orrick agreed with that argument, saying while Congress and the president can extend the protection of law to animals as well as humans, there's no indication that they did so in the Copyright Act. I know that had mostly nothing to do with what we're talking about because none of the people we're talking about are monkeys. However, I love the monkey lawsuit. Caitlin, I hope you get this all sorted out. It's my understanding that everything is taken down at this time. I hope they didn't sell
Are you
anything. I
done?
hope that all works out for you. Madeline, I hope you win. Frankly, I'm gonna be on in check in case they pull some shenanigans. Anyways, that's
Kai jinai jau done čia.
shenanigans of brands, I guess is the best way to say it. What all up here? That's
Jo, čia viskas aišku. True, true. Negalvojau, kad taip naglai jie tiesiog daro, bet girdėjau atgarsių visokių, tarkim, iš skirtingų istorijų, kad ten brandų yra ten milijonas, žinai, vienas žmogus atidarė Facebook'e kokią grupę, žinai, ar page'ą, ir techniškai jau brandas yra dar ten kur nors užregistravo. Niekas ten nesužiūrės, kad ten tas brandas iš kokios venezuelietės, Jesus Christ, pavogė fotkę iš jos Instagramo. Jinai greičiausiai net niekad neras ir nepamatys, kad ant Maikės jos fotkę uždėjo, tipo, ir kad pardavinėja kokioje ten Lietuvoje, žinai. Tai buvo labai labai sunku. Kartais, vieną kitą tokį pagaus atvejį, ypač kai gal Amerikoje ten ir artimesnius, arba jeigu didesnis būsi. Bet realiai tas yra, kad turbūt tu gali su to gerą vaivūrėti ir nieko tau nebus, jeigu tu taip ir darysi, turbūt taip ir daro. Kaip čia ir sakė Brandas, tai turbūt vienas bičas tiesiog, žinai, savo ten printina ir jam vapšė, kaip čia, pajibat, kaip sakant, kad ten kažkokia pana, kažkur copyrightas, jam vapšė vienodai. Ir net nežinau, kiek tenais jurisdikcijos turėtų, pavyzdžiui, jeigu užsienį čia būtų ar kažką. Po jo, per internetą tau pisa protą. O jeigu čia net ne Amerikos įmonė būtų, tipo,